What is up, everyone? We're at Super Bosses. We're talking Super Bosses again. Today, we're gonna think of how to save Super Bosses and how to save Corroded Body and Mind. Now, I made a poll yesterday about which team was worse, and to no surprise, Corroded Body and Mind won by a landslide. And this guy put out an entire essay. Let's give it a little bit of a read. Oh, how I waited for a poll like this. Super Bosses is my most hated team currently, especially when it comes to units who should have been good or units that should have aged better. I'm looking at you, Physical Rose and Tech Full Power Durin. Dude, he aged on release. Not to mention the fact that Super Bosses doesn't have a slot 1 unit other than Cell Max and Int Golden Frieza. Still, Golden Frieza gets Hulk smashed, and Cell Max can be efficient in some cases. Dude, I can attest to Golden Frieza being a fish. Basically, you need to dodge that first hit, basically. But at least you can run double Cell Max Super Bosses. But we need buffs stat. A new DFE hit or DFE Dispo or Broly Raffle. Something to keep the category alive. Now, here's the thing. The funny thing is that this person mentions DFE Dispo. But Dispo actually isn't on Super Bosses. So if you didn't know, Dispo isn't on Super Bosses. That STR Dispo that could help because of his dodge capabilities. No, you're not using him. I don't know why they excluded him, but they included Toppo and Jiren. Like, I don't understand. Was he not an antagonist? I mean, that's the whole reason Kefla's here, right? Although she's superclass, although these guys are superclass, because they're antagonists, like they were enemies, they're still super bosses, but Dispo is not allowed? I don't know why. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue. Corroded Body and Mind is a team currently with only 3 good units as far as I know. LR Physical Janemba, Super Easy 8 Int Janemba, and Tech Margin Vegeta. Janemba, both DFE and LR, are leagues above Tech Margin Vegeta, mainly because Margin Vegeta has a hogwash transformation condition. Still love him though. It's pretty bad right now, and definitely worse than Super Bosses, mainly when the team is just packed filled of running Janembas, because you're going to want that friend leader to be LR Janemba too, plus Goku Black units, yeah. Okay, so, Corroded Body and Mind. Let's just head on over there quickly. So, how do we save Corroded Body and Mind? Well, I've got an idea. You're going to have to stick with me right here. But what if we get Dokkan Fest Reversible Exchange Goku Black and Zamasu? Well, hey, now we're looking good, right? Because Goku Black is Corroded Body and Mind, but Zamasu isn't. So either way, it'd be a Super Bosses buff. But if we get Reversible Exchange Goku Black, because they've already given us the Physical Rose, he's already the leader, although you're going to use him anyway. He's already a leader, so they're not going to give us another Rose anytime soon. But if they are, then they have to make it a Reversible Exchange. I would really love that. It would like buff, like, I think he's on Gifted Warriors, Zamasu's. They're on, Realm of Gods, Corroded Body and Mind, Super Bosses. That's how you could really, like, bring these guys together, right? A 2-in-1, 2 birds of 1 stone. This guy right here, 2022, if Saiyan Day is Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, then maybe we could see him easier because he is eligible. This Tech Janemba is also eligible, so who knows? Although he'd end up being a better leader, wouldn't he? Because he'd be a 180% compared to this guy who's just 170. So yeah, so we get us Janemba's Easy A, Int Margin Vegeta, Reversible Exchange Goku Black and Zamasu, and hopefully this guy won't have aged by then. I mean, his power is pretty good for this event. Like, it's not like the event is going to change in power level. So you can see just a few things, and Corroded Body and Mind, you can get the mission done. Now, here's something interesting. What you can do is, I've got the 9th anniversary, I've got the anniversary battles pulled up, because what you can do if you have the units is you can go into part 2 you can take on Gohan, because that is what the mission is. It's Corroded Body and Mind Part 2. So this Gohan, no, we just want the stats, right? So he has 350 million HP, which is a lot, right? But you can attack lower him. You can attack lower him. And I was actually starting to do this. I was, doing this, and then we lost. But just know, 55% Goku Black, this Int Goku Black, he can get to a point where he can tank the normals. He lowers attack on Super. Where is he? This Supreme Kai, if you have her, she's a hero's unit, so you might not. But if you have her, she lowers attack on Super. Who else? I don't know if Janemba does. Int Janemba, because I don't actually have him, so I haven't actually used him. Does Int Janemba lower attack on Super? No, he lowers defense. Useless. Where is it? Physical Goku Black, where is he? Greatly lowers attack and defense on Super. So you can see, and Tech Margin Vegeta. So if you take on this Gohan, and you bring yourself an attack lowering team with LR Janemba at the helm, you also want to bring Black Janemba. Where is he? So this guy, because he lowers attack for 3 turns, right? Lowers attack and defense for 3 turns. So if you build yourself a team, LR Janemba, this modified Janemba, Supreme Kai, Int Goku Black, Physical Goku Black, and Tech Margin Vegeta, I think that's 6, then you've got yourself a set team to take on Gohan, because he's got enough HP that by turn 3, Vegeta will transform, because his transformation condition is enemy HP 80% or above. So he's got so much HP that by turn 3, he's going to be able to transform. The only thing you should watch out for is this. Because this Super, the normals, you can lower it to the point where even Int Rose is going to be handling business. Physical Rose is going to be taking nothing. But if he catches you with the Super, it's over. So, how do we handle this Gohan? Well, as you can see right here, it says 0.95% chance to Super. Now, I'm pretty sure this is incorrect, because on every turn, he was supering in slot 1, almost immediately supering. So if you have Janemba up front with his nullification, with his high chance to dodge, you have to basically run double Janemba. If you don't have this guy, I'm not sure if you could actually do it. Maybe Rose, because he also has a Ki Blast counter, doesn't he? Where is it? Yeah, he's got a great chance of Ki Blast counter, but the only thing is that Janemba has double. He has the great chance to nullify and the high chance to dodge. Whereas with Rose, if you miss the great chance, you might be dead. And plus, when he transforms, I don't think he has it. No, he doesn't have the counter when he goes to domain. So you probably do want to run double Janemba. So yeah, it's like we don't have enough here to really so that is my strategy. I've been taking on the Gohan because you can lower his attack. Now I have seen that some people have decided to take on this Goku, but since this guy is one phase, it's like you can see 150 million, 300 million, 300 million. Compare this to 100 million, 200 million, 250. So Gohan has the least amount of HP out of all of them. Oh, and by the way, I gotta say, bring the mouse item. Doesn't matter if you use items, because I'm pretty sure you're allowed to use items in this. Where is it? It's 10th anniversary. So if we scroll all the way down, this one here. So you are allowed to use items. So what I do is I would use the mouse turn 1, put Janemba in slot. Well, you have to make sure Janemba's in slot 1, because he almost always instantly supers. So make sure Janemba's in slot 1. Then use the mouse and hope he counters. Then you can start attack lowering him. And then you can get it done. You can get it done, but it will take a long time. It will become very frustrating when, you know, Janemba misses the counter and he dies because of it. But, you know, that's what trial and error is, basically. But yeah, if we do get a reversible exchange Goku Black and Zamasu, Int Margin Vegeta's Easy A, maybe, you know, things could work, right? Now, moving back to Super Bosses, what we really, like, the big thing we're missing is an LR Kefla. We have LR Gogeta, you know, we have Vegeta, we have Gotenks, we have Zamasu, right? But, like, you know, the big, like, you know, the big elephant in the room, right? LR Kefla, she's also a fusion. She's a Super Bosses buff. She may not be a Corroded Body and Mind buff, but, and like, they're sitting here since I don't know how long. Super Bosses fusing Tech Kefla here, that could be an easy A we could get. I mean, other than that, there's pretty much nothing else here. Like, super easy A's, who could they really do? I don't really know. Like, maybe like this guy? This guy's super easy A? AGL Rosé's super easy A? Maybe. I don't know if Physical Kefla would super easy A, because she's not a Dokkan Fest. And this guy, you know, he's new enough to where I don't think they'll super easy A him. So it's like Super Bosses and Corroded Body and Mind both are really bad, but Super Bosses has a few like modern units, like these three right here. These are the big dogs that you're going to be bringing to the mission, and then the rest are just like dodge or die fodder. So we do need stuff, whereas like Corroded Body and Mind is literally just Janemba's. It's Janemba's, Goku Blacks, but there is a strat. If you take on that Gohan, you bring an attack lowering team, maybe you can do it. Just maybe. But that's basically it for this video. I just wanted to talk about the mission stuff because they're not impossible, but like the amount of RNG that goes into this, you have to pretty much wait for the buffs. But then it's got me thinking, are they really going to do this again? Are they really going to buff Super Bosses again? Because they did this, and I mean, this mishmash of nothingness, why did they get a bad Easy A? Now, I understand they're 2 years old, right? They're 2 years old. They Easy A'd in 2023. But getting a bad Easy A just means that you're going to be worse once you've aged. If they got a good Easy A, maybe you could use them against Beast because they have type advantage. But I've been trying that, and they sold hard, man. They sold. They're so bad. And it's so frustrating. It really is, because it feels like the devs don't play the game. It really does feel that way. But that's it. If you want, you can watch my other videos, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.